Nathan's here. I'm good. How are you? How was your weekend? Let me just share this. She's quite hyper at the moment. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's looking very cute because she went to the parlor the other week and she got one of the full shaves, right? And I like it when they're like shorn, you know, and they're really soft. And anyway, she's starting to grow some hair back and she's at a really cute stage. And anyway, she's very loving. I'm very lucky. She was giving me lots of cuddles today. And she got on her buttons and said, "I love you." So, yeah, I'm very lucky. She's a funny girl. So, I think they're ready to go. Let me just check. Hey Johnny, thank you. I've got my bright lippy. It's probably the bright lipstick that, oh, my phone's gonna bloody fall down. It's very bright and very Barbie-like, isn't it? Christina's here. Hey Christina. I hope you're doing well. So let's just wait for Christina's question and then we can get started on the readings. Okay. Just trying to keep my phone from falling. All right. I feel like there's a timing question. Angels and Spirit, please show me what timing is significant for Christina. So while I wait for Christina's question, let's see. We've got the time is now. You've got have faith, divine timing is at play for the next 4 weeks. All right, let's have a look. I think I want to use this deck first. Let's see. All right, Angels and Spirit, please show me what can Christina expect over the next 4 weeks. Not that I know of, Nathan. I'm not aware of any fire, but I could be wrong. I've been more tuned in to what's going on in the States. So, and work's been super busy, so I didn't check the news today. But not that I'm aware. All right, Angels and Spirit, please show me what can Christina expect over the coming 4 weeks. Next 4 weeks, what is the guidance for Christina? So there's a message here about the need to apply your wisdom. Hey, Filamina. So all of your experiences, what have they taught you over the next 4 weeks? Applying your wisdom is going to go a long way, because you've got a card that says assimilate your experiences. You've got uncover the treasures of your hidden heart, a rich bounty awaits. So I'm getting relationships, love life might be quite good over the next 4 weeks. You'll be feeling content and fulfilled. You've got lovingly speak your truth. Vulnerability is strength. There's a need to go with the flow over the next 4 weeks. So be patient, trust in divine timing, and explore your feminine aspects. So what is it? What is the divine feminine? It's being in your receptive state, going with the flow, allowing things rather than trying to force things. That would be, you know, the divine masculine. Let's have a look at the animals. What does Christina need to see over the coming 4 weeks? What is the guidance for Christina? What's the guidance for Christina, please? They're wanting you to restore balance in your life. This card says the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. This kind of reminds me of the whole yin yang thing, like going back to the card that said embrace your feminine qualities. Whenever I see the need for balance, maybe you're embracing more masculine qualities. Everyone's got masculine and feminine in them. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, okay? So I feel like you need to pull back your masculine desire to get everything done and force things, and pull that back a little bit and embrace your feminine. That's what I'm getting from this card here. And I think you got this last time, the chimpanzee, but it's a similar message. It says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve problems and get answers to your questions. So I would associate intuition with the female and intellect with the male. So there's a need to strike a balance somehow. I don't know if this is resonating with you. Let's see. I'm going to get some general messages from this deck that I've created. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what is the guidance for Christina? Okay, there's a decision that might be undone. Now, this could be to do with applications, legal stuff. You've got a card that says, what you're seeing is not the final verdict. Another piece of the puzzle will reveal itself soon, and it will help solve a difficulty or a question that you have, okay? Hi, Isabel, nice to see you. So if you want to challenge a particular outcome that you're not happy with, they're saying, don't worry, it's not the final verdict, okay? You've got clarity coming. Confusion is about to disperse and answers are coming. Trust in the timing of the universe. Don't obsess. Be patient and allow it to unfold, okay? So we've got Filamina next, okay? Thank you. Right, let's see. So the need for patience. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Christina need to see? So a real emphasis on the need to allow. Be in the allowing kind of mode. And that requires trust and faith. Let's see. All right, one more. exactly what I was saying. So don't be in your masculine trying to force things. When we stop trying to control events, they fall into a natural order, and we're at rest while a power much greater than us takes over and does a much better job than we could have done. Don't act, attract. Surrender is not weakness, it's powerful non-resistance. What is needed is an absence of strategy. So there's something that you're really trying to manifest, but Spirit is saying, accept that your strategies have failed and you don't have any new ones and you don't know. More effort and more thinking and more planning won't work. So they're really wanting you to hand something over to the divine and have faith that it will resolve in your favor, okay? They're saying give yourself enough rest, because only then will you be able to cultivate the focus and motivation to fulfill your path. So I feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little bit burnt out. So you need to rest, because it's easier for a relaxed mind to access clarity and to know what to do, okay? There's going to be some difficult choices over the next 4 weeks, but you have to have faith that it is going to move in your favor, because you've got a card that says a positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you, and brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Good things are on their way to you, so don't be knocked off your perch if things are challenging, or if you feel like things aren't, aren't being resolved as quickly as you like, okay? There's one more deck I want to use. Maybe the tarot. What is the main advice, please? What does Christina need to see over the next 4 weeks? Okay, I'm kind of getting from this 5 of Swords, this is kind of that energy of my way or the highway. But I feel like Spirit is saying you need to get out of your own way. So hand it over to the divine. Anything that you feel like you can't control, it's the universe saying, because you're not meant to control it, give it over to me, okay? And have faith. That's what I'm getting with the 5 of Swords. Show me what's coming up for Christina. Got the Death card. So you're going through some profound change. You're going through a bit of a transition. Allow things that need to come to an end, to make way for the new. The more we resist change, the more uncomfortable it's going to be, okay? So embrace change as much as you possibly can. You've got the 3 of Cups. There could be some events and social outings coming up, or simply at the end of the 4 weeks, you will have reason to celebrate, okay? But I also feel from, like, intuitively from the 3 of Cups, there are people around you that are there to support you. So don't feel like you have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. So before we move on to Filamina, I just want to pull one more card from this crystal deck. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the message for Christina. What's the message for Christina, please? Bring in the light. So I feel like clarity is coming, but also don't dwell on any negativity. Keep, your energetic vibration high. And don't let anything kind of bring down the mood, okay? This is also about the need to speak your truth. You've got support is all around you. What did I just say with the 3 of Cups? I feel like there's people around you willing to help. and you've got See the Magic, Labradorite. So Labradorite is a crystal that helps you manifest. It's all about the law of attraction, okay? So notice little miracles every day, be grateful for them, and just keep focusing on what it is that you want, okay? Not what you don't want. All right, so let's see what Filamina wants. I'm moving to my new apartment next month. Oh, yay, excited. I want to know what will this new apartment bring into my life and how will it change my life. It's not going to be the apartment that's going to bring in, well, yes, when we move into a new environment and we have new surroundings, yes, of course it follows that, you know, new beginnings will be born as a consequence, but it's going to be up to you. So I want you to see this next chapter as a bit of a blank slate. You get to choose how you want to fill it. Otherwise, it's a bit of a waste and you're kind of waiting for change to happen to you, but it's actually within your power. So I want you to use your imagination. I want you to imagine the possibilities, okay? And I want you to bring them to fruition. Don't rely on a place or an item or a possession to create change. That being said, I would like to encourage you to clear the apartment, so maybe sage. I also am a fan of orgonite. Do some research into orgonite. It's how can I explain it to you? It's like a crystal on steroids, right? And it blocks out negative vibrations from electromagnetic fields and things like that. So orgonite, and it's relatively cheap to get. So organ is a name given to the vital energy of nature, which is found everywhere and is also called chi or prana. So you can get them in like pyramid form. But yeah, as I was saying, it's used to cleanse electromagnetic and electronic energy paths around the home, improve electricity efficiency, and sharpen reception. Anyway, look into it. It's made with resin, metals, and or crystals. And it helps to strengthen your body's energy field. So look into it. That's what I did when I moved recently. I got some orgonite and I put it around the home. Also, it's really good at enhancing other crystals. Okay, so just something to consider. But let's have a look at what changes you can expect with this move. Okay, let's ask the cards. Okay, wow. Look at the card that fell out, Ace of Cups. This is a brand new beginning where you are going to be overflowing with joy, right? That's what the Ace of Cups is. It's a very, very positive card. It can speak of a new beginning in love, but it just means you're going to be very happy where you are, okay? All right. They're wanting you not to bring old energy into this new place. Okay, I just saw the 10 of Wands, which is a card about burdens and responsibilities. So make sure, this is why I'm pretty sure Spirit wanted me to talk about orgonite and crystals, because it's about cleansing your energy, clearing your energy. Don't bring old baggage into this new place, okay? I want you to get rid of old items that are no longer of use. I want this to be a fresh space for you. Remember what I said, blank slate. You don't have to bring anything from the past into this new chapter. Only fill it with things that you want, okay? With this 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you're going to have more of a sense of community where you're moving. So you're going to feel like eventually, like within the next few months of moving, You're going to feel a sense of belonging, a sense of community. I don't know if you're going to be moving near a bit of a village where like it's a bit of a hub of activity. Maybe you will join a local gym, maybe a local church, because I mean, this is a card about, it's got a church in it. You know, you can see the stained glass windows. There's going to be a sense of community that you're going to enjoy where you are, okay? But with the Hanged Man, you really do need to let go of what's holding you back. You need to let go of old baggage, okay? Yeah, there's a real sense of community with the Four of Wands, okay? I don't know if you're moving near water. I'm seeing a bridge as well. But they're wanting you to build on a solid foundation. So as I was saying, get rid of old and start completely afresh. Let's see, what am I getting from this? I just feel like you're going to be moving into a much more social setting. Okay. Oh, good. That's good. Okay. Wow, you got Ace of Wands. Not only did the Ace of Cups come out, but the Ace of Wands is a really good sign as well. It's a passionate new beginning, but also I feel like this new home is going to usher in more vitality for you. You're going to have a new lease on life, but also creativity. I don't know if you're thinking about creating your own creative space. Like for me, in my new place, I've got a special room that I've dedicated. Not that I didn't have this at my old place, but it's a little bit different. A special room that I've dedicated for my readings, and the plan is to turn it into a home library where I've got all of my cards on display and it looks like something out of Harry Potter. And you might have, you know, a similar goal to work towards, but I'm getting creative energy, okay? But I definitely feel like it's going to work wonders when it comes to friendships, relationships, and just overall personal fulfillment. So I'm just going to pull a card from this animal deck and then we'll move on. Hi, Ethereal Moonlight, how you going? Hey, Lance. All right, now I'm going to jump to those of you who want one card free in just a moment. So now is the time to ask your questions. Okay, and I feel like this move is a bit of a rite of passage. I feel like you're going to be coming into more independence. Isn't that ironic? Because I feel like you will be meeting new friends and have this really strong sense of community and sense of belonging, but at the same time, maybe this place will allow you more financial freedom. It's like you're taking your power back in your own life and you're no longer depending on other people. That's what I'm getting with this card. And I love that the honeybee has come out. It's a card about forgiveness. So I feel like you'll be totally letting emotional baggage go. It's a really positive mood is what I'm getting, okay? You've got let go of your fear and know that you're safe and protected at all times. Look, this is about a trusted group of friends, of like-minded friends. So that's exactly what I was seeing. And you're going to have a sense of autonomy, like in conjunction with this sense of community. You'll be your own person. You will be embracing your own independence. It's kind of weird because the dog card is here. Now we know that the dog represents loyalty. In this particular deck, it's talking about serving too many masters. I feel like that's what you're moving away from. You're moving away from feeling burdened by possibly family members or people who have I don't know, taken away from you in some way, taken away your personal power, taken away your positive energy. You know what I mean? So I hope that that makes sense. But I really like this move for you. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see what's coming up for Shanaz. Just quickly, what is coming up in the near future? I see a person around you who may lack direction in life. They might be in and out of your life, and there's some kind of sense that this person wants to come back in, but they're wanting you, Shanaz, to be strong and firm and have strong boundaries with the Seven of Wands. Hold your ground, okay? Because, you know, when you're dealing with a King of Wands in the reverse that doesn't really know the direction that they're going in, they're in no position to make a commitment to you, okay? You're not going to be able to get clarity from someone that doesn't even know what they want themselves, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you. Hey Dharmendra, nice to see you. Someone in here has got an issue with I'm getting like a feeling of a stitch in my left side. There's some kind of a stomach issue. It's really uncomfortable actually. Hey Legacy Life, welcome. Let me see. What have we got here? We've got Divine Timing, hello. Is Isabel still here? Let me know, guys, who's here and wanting one card free. Now, it really helps if you ask me a question, because then I know what deck to use for you, okay? So, Legacy Life, ask me a question if you want. If you're new here, I've got so many decks. I've got love cards, money cards, general messages. Yeah, let me know. I mean, when you ask future stuff, obviously I can make predictions, but that's very vague. So if you can, you know, really ask me a burning question or give me a little bit of direction, I'll then know which deck to use for you, okay? And instead of saying, you know, future money, ask, you know, what do you really want to know? Like, when will I be promoted? Or when will I have business success? Or even better, how can I maximize success in my business? Mark is here. Hey, Mark. Filamina, you've got love coming, okay? For sure, because you got the Four of Wands, you got the Ace of Wands, and you got the Ace of Cups. They're all very good cards for love. But I want you to settle in first. I want you to use your imagination about what you want this next chapter to look like, independent of a romantic relationship. And I feel like that romantic relationship is just going to come in naturally as a consequence of you, you know, being happy within yourself and your new surroundings, okay? So, and it could be within 4 weeks or 4 months of moving, okay, with that Four of Wands. I'm going to get a card for Mark. Let me see. Before I do, Mark, sorry, just hang in there. We've got, I'd like a free card. Great. Do I see me starting own business? Okay. Let's have a look at timing then. Angels and Spirit, please show me Legacy Life. When will Legacy Life be starting a business? What is the most likely timing of this business? We've got next week, looks promising. I feel like they're wanting you to get started. Like, you know, don't overthink it. Sometimes we can over orchestrate, we can overthink, we can over plan. They're just wanting you to just make a start. And I want you to persevere, because I feel like next year is going to be quite successful for you. So what I'm trying to say is you're not going to enjoy overnight success. Hang in there. I'm getting success as of around April next year, and then June is really looking good as well. But I see you starting to, you know, gain momentum around April of next year, okay? Hi, Theresa. Okay, so Mark was next. Let me see what deck I want to use for Mark. Unless you have a question for me, Mark. Hey, is it Elias? Nice to see you. What do you get a message from the animals, actually? Oh, thank you. I've been doing it for long enough, so. Oh. Mark, you have create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. I don't know if you're contemplating a move. Let's see what else I can get. What does Mark need to see? Oh, you got the ladybug, which is my favorite card in this deck. It's a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. And you've got, hey Susanna, you've got remain vigilant about the current situation, pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choices. Okay, I'm just going to pull one more card. Like everyone, Mark is a reader, and I highly recommend you get a reading from Mark. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What is the guidance for Mark? Heal your heart and make a decision. So this is related to the whole remain vigilant for signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Do you have to decide whether you have to move because of this relationship, because it's long distance? Let me know if that makes sense. Let's see. So I think Theresa was next. Okay, I'm just going to pull a card from this deck. I'm hearing, Theresa, for you, you know that saying, loose lips sink ships? Loose lips sink ships. We have to kind of conduct ourselves in such a way as we have to assume that other people are going to go behind our back and tell other people what we've said. So, you know, what we say can sometimes get us into trouble. So that's why the saying I just heard in my mind, loose lips sink ships. It'd be good if I could actually speak. All right, let's see. What does Theresa need to see, please? You've got discover new ways of thinking. Open your mind. Let's see if there's any quick guidance from this card. Allow yourself time to explore new and inspiring thoughts. Stay with them and let them inspire other ideas and possibilities for your experience of life. So it's asking you, what are the shadow, unrefined aspects of myself that I need to face and work on? What role am I playing in the evolution of humanity? What daily actions can I accomplish to uplift my thinking? Am I dedicating enough time to understanding who I am as a body, soul, and spiritual being? What happens to me during death and rebirth? Why did I choose this family, body, and country to incarnate in? And how can I elevate my thinking throughout the day? Maybe this is encouraging you to focus on yourself. You know, we don't really need to be talking about other people, or we shouldn't really even care why people are saying this and why people are saying that. It's a sign that you need to bring your energy back to yourself, because I feel like there's too much energy leakage happening and too much focus on other people. Okay. Okay. You want a surprise card, Elias. Okay. Is that what you want? Like, you just want, like, just a general message? And then we'll do Melba. All right. Angels and Spirit, what does Elias need to see? What is the guidance for Elias? All right, you've got, when we stop trying to control events, they fall into a natural order. So sometimes we can try too hard to manifest something or to influence a situation. But Spirit is wanting to remind you that when we're at rest, we're allowing a power much greater than us to take over and do a much better job than what we could do. So Spirit is saying, in some area of your life, it would be better for you to not act. It would be better for you to attract, because surrender is not weakness. It is powerful non-resistance. So where could you be trying to force something or try too hard to achieve something? You just need to pull back your energy and hand something over to the divine, okay? Now, I was going to do, hey, silly pants. Melba says, okay, feelings, what feelings does X have? How does Melba's ex feel, please, towards Melba? I'm getting a few regrets. There are regrets. Your ex is feeling regretful. I'm getting that your ex was a little bit unreliable, though. Let me know if that makes sense, because I'm seeing the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know if this could be money trouble, you know, not very good at managing money, or sometimes the King of Pentacles in the reverse is just someone who's not that solid. You know, you can't really rely or depend on this person, and maybe that's why what they regret. Maybe they weren't able to show up for you in the way that you deserve. They still secretly harbor romantic feelings. I say secretly because we have the High Priestess. I feel like this person doesn't want to be alone. But I feel like this person struggles with money. They're going through a period of transition, or they lack stability in their life. I'm getting someone who may not know how to have a healthy relationship because they lack stability in their life. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's see. All right, hey Priya, hi Amber. Oh, Amber's from Australia too. So guys, throw questions at me. I'm happy to do mini reads. Otherwise, if you want something more detailed, it's a $15 reading. Okay, we'll do a card for Nat Nat. Okay. Let's see, what does Nat Nat need to see for love? I'm getting that you're quite guarded. So maybe you're a little bit aloof, or you're hard to approach. Spirit is wanting you to let your guard down a little bit, because when we're trying to protect ourselves, we're not really letting love in. So yes, it's important to have boundaries, and yes, it's important to protect your heart, because there are a lot of greedy people out there who want to, you know what they're like out there. The dating scene is horrific sometimes, but they're saying you need to let love in a little bit. No one's perfect, so I feel like you need to have a bit of a rule. Say, maybe give them the benefit of the doubt, but don't ignore red flags. So maybe, I don't know how that's going to look practically for you. You're just going to need to trust your intuition, because you've got being guarded, and then you've got a card that says everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. I think the reason why you're guarded, I think you have really high standards, which is great, but I feel like where you go wrong is you lose yourself in relationships. You've got the self-neglect card, so I feel like you overgive. That's why you feel like you have to protect your heart so much. You need to know a healthy level of giving within relationships, because I've been guilty of it too. I'm very generous in love, and I want to pour love into my partner, and I want to smother them in my love, but sometimes we do it to our own detriment. And what happens is, when we become romantically involved with someone, and we throw out our hobbies and interests, because we're kind of living vicariously through our partner, and like they are the apple of our eye, we start to lose the qualities and the identity that our person fell in love with to begin with. So the attraction levels go down, the respect goes down, the other person loses respect. So you need to be able to maintain your own life when you join forces with someone. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Let me see. Energy from stars. Will I have good luck or positive development in seeking career change? I'm going to do timing, and then I'm going to pull a general guidance for you. Okay, this card here, waste of your time. Spirit is wanting you to not waste time in dead-end jobs. Don't move sideways. Spirit is wanting you to continue challenging yourself, continue learning. Don't get a job because it's comfortable. Don't get a job because you think it's going to pay the bills. Do a job that you're passionate about. Do a job where there's opportunities for career advancement. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And let me just get a card from this deck here. I'll do Silly Pants next. All right, so energy from stars. Let me see, what is the guidance? Yeah, so you've got this card that says a blessing of some sort needs to manifest, and it may be a new level of professional recognition or respect. This gift is essential to your continued spiritual progress, right? Which benefits you and all beings. To be able to receive it, some form of toxic negativity needs to be conquered. And that could be being overly attached to your paycheck, instead of the idea that the universe will always provide, so long as you use your natural born skills and talents to be of service to the world. Okay? Your success will be assured so long as you choose a job that will allow your talents to shine and will allow you to be of service to the world, okay? So, I know how that feels, Nat. Trust me, I've been there. You're welcome. Okay, you just want any deck that I'm called to use, silly pants. Okay. Hi, Samantha. Sorry, guys. I'm trying my best to keep up with the comments. Let me see what deck I want to use. Silly pants. We're going to do the Soul Truth deck. Did I use that deck for you before? Let me see. Alright, Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Silly Pants need to see? Is your name Jen or Gemma? I don't know what your actual name is, sorry. What does Silly Pants need to see? Okay, I'm getting people-pleasing energy around you. So I feel like you need to strengthen your boundaries within your relationships. And that comes with, like, it will come as a natural consequence of knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are deserving to live a life that makes you happy. You weren't born and you weren't put on this planet to constantly caretake and nurture other people whilst depleting yourself, okay? Your life is precious. You're only here for a limited time. The point is to enjoy your life, experience what you can with what you have for the little time that you have. That's the message coming through. And you've got, what is my body telling me right now? Your body could be telling you that something's draining you, that something's making you exhausted. So your body's trying to say, move away from that. Rejuvenate yourself, maybe take yourself on a little holiday, or even get some more sleep. What is your body telling you? Okay. Priya, do you have a specific love question? You're welcome, Mark. Okay, when will S reach out to Samantha? Let's have a look at that question. All right, Angels and Spirit, when will S reach out to Samantha? When will S reach out to Samantha, please? Could be around the 7th of October, because I'm seeing by the next full moon. I keep seeing the number 6 being significant as well. So that could be the 6th of October. So the next full moon is the 7th of October, but it could be the day before. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, so Divine Timing says... Okay, I'll do you next, Priya. What do I need to know concerning love? Okay, was it you that I was just saying to you before? Was it you, the King of Wands in the reverse came out and I said, don't... I was saying to you, you can't expect clarity from someone who doesn't know where they're going, who doesn't know what they want for themselves. Was that you? Can you let me know if that was you before I do another card? Priya wants to know why I got ghosted. Okay, let me have a look. I'm sorry you got ghosted. Spirit is saying it's a blessing in disguise. Angels and Spirit, please show. So sometimes, as painful as it is, when we get ghosted or when people remove themselves from our lives, it's almost like the divine taps them on the shoulder and says, move along, because it's almost like an angel whispers in that person's ear to remove that person who's no good for you out of your life. So, you know, it's probably a good thing. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Priya need to see regarding this person? I'm getting bad timing. It was bad timing for this person. What else does Priya need to see about this person? Yeah, this person was toxic. This person wasn't able to offer you a healthy relationship. I feel like what I'm getting from this person is controlling. I'm getting this person's very controlling. And they could only have ever offered you a very destructive relationship. So count your lucky stars that you got ghosted by this person is all I want to say, okay? Divine timing. I don't know if you missed what I said. I'm sure it was for you before, but let me just see what your question was. What do you need to know concerning love? All right, we're going to do this love deck for you. Priya, let me know, did this person wear a uniform? Like, is this person like a police officer or some type of an official that wears an official uniform? I feel like this person is just used to calling all the shots. Hey, Natasha. All right, so back to divine timing. Yeah. In love, you need to be a little bit more discerning. This is for divine timing, okay? You've got a card that says, don't make the mistake of thinking that being treated badly is better than being alone. That is the ultimate act of self-betrayal. Don't stay in a connection where you feel alone just to avoid being alone. So you might be used to self-absorbed types that really don't make an effort to get to know you. They're only there to suck your light. They're only there to get what they can take from you. They're not there to support you in your endeavors. They're not there to meet your emotional needs. They're not there to show up in the way that you deserve. They might be there because it's convenient for them. They're very self-motivated. So Spirit is saying, better to be alone than wind up with someone like that, okay? Because they will suck your soul, they will drain your resources, they will waste your time if you let them, okay? Don't try and convince someone either that you're worth investing into, right? You've got a card that says that you're not going to change someone's mind. So be an irresistible person. The way to be an irresistible person is to love your own life and invest in yourself. So that's what I'm getting for you. Hey Robert, nice to see you. Natasha says, okay, do I have new stable love coming in? Let's see what the love cards have for you, Natasha. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Natasha need to see? Yeah, that's so weird, because that's what I was getting while I was shuffling for you. I was thinking to myself, what is it that you feel that you need from a romantic partner? Give that to yourself. And that's exactly the card that came out. It says, what is it that you need? Give the energy of it to the person that you need it from. But in your case, I feel like you need to give it to yourself. So if you want stable love, you need to have a strong sense of self, strong self-awareness. You need to show up for yourself emotionally instead of looking outside of yourself for validation, because that's when your confidence is going to rely on the external. But imagine living your life where you are free of the need for likes, free of the need for approval. Imagine if you just walked around approving of yourself, feeling good within yourself. That's when you become a magnet. So you need to give whatever it is that you're wanting a man to give you, you need to give it to yourself, okay? Now, they're saying to you, in relation to these toxic relationships in your past, they weren't wasted, okay? It wasn't for nothing, because you've got a card that says alchemy is using all of your emotions to your advantage, especially the bad ones. So sadness can be turned into art, anger into healthier boundaries, and feeling lost into motivation to find your path. So how can you recycle all this negative energy that you might have accumulated from these previous disappointments into something constructive, into something creative? You know, use it to your advantage. Be like the phoenix rising from the ashes. You're a new person now. You come with new awareness. And how can you help other people going through similar things? That's a good way to alchemize negative experiences, right? So I hope that that is helpful. Did I catch up to everyone wanting a read? Let me know, guys. Now is the time to post your question. I'll just wait a moment. Okay, guys, I think there's no more comments coming through, so I might end it now because I've got a private reading I've got to do, and I will be seeing you guys again soon. Bye!